Call me crazy. But the more that I study the tribulation and the end of days, the more I think that a lot of people aren't even going to know that it's happening while it's happening. Now, just not very long ago, I would have thought that that was utterly insane. Because I've always had this like preconceived notion that when the tribulation is happening, it's going to be like full on violent world war. It's going to like infiltrate every nook and cranny of the world. And I just always thought to myself, you know, like Christians are everywhere. This is going to affect like the majority of the people. But I don't think that's going to be the case. I think a lot of people think that they're saved and they are not. I think a lot of people think that they can define who the Lord is and they cannot. You don't get to decide who he is or what he finds just or what he finds as good. You don't get to decide that. What you get to do is align with what he says is true. Or not. And then the tribulation probably won't affect you at all. But I want to look at these verses here. It's Matthew 24, verses 36 through 39. But of that day and hour no one knows, not even the angels of men, but my Father only. But as the days of Noah were, so also will the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days before the flood, they were eating and drinking and marrying and giving in marriage until that day that Noah entered the ark, and did not know until the flood came and took them all away. So also will the coming of the Son of Man be. What is that saying? People are going to be carrying on their day-to-day life like nothing has changed. So many people are not even going to realize what is happening. Unless you're looking for it. Unless you're being affected by it. And you won't be affected by it if you are not the elect. And it's hard for me to like wrap my head around that now. You know, living the majority of my life thinking that tribulation is going to be one thing, but really it's another. Thinking I'm not going to be a part of that because I'm going to be raptured up beforehand, and then realizing that's not at all true. However, I also think that we're going to be here for the wrath. I know a lot of people think that's insane. However, look at Noah. He endured the wrath on the boat. Lot was just moved out of the way. He wasn't raptured up. Jerusalem went through the Lord's wrath. One person survived. Have you read Lamentations? Yeah. We are going to bear witness to the wrath. 100%. 100%. Just because it's not appointed to us does not mean that we will not see it. What is it again that the meek inherit? Immediately after the tribulation of those days, the sun will be darkened and the moon will not give its light. The stars will fall from heaven and the powers of the heaven will be shaken. Then the sign of the Son of Man will appear in heaven. And then all the tribes of the earth will mourn, and they will see the Son of Man coming on the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. And he will send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they will gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to another. That is the rapture after the tribulation. No one knows the day or the hour that will happen. It doesn't say we won't know the month or the year. Those who know his word and who are servants and who are looking for the signs and the seasons, we're going to have a suspicion as to when that is. No doubt.